Hey guys, so in this video we're going to take a look at the epidemiologic triad. It can also be called the epidemiologic triangle. Now, before we go into that, what is epidemiology? So epidemiology is the study of the distribution, the causes, and the risk factors of certain health incidents or events in a certain population. Now, the epidemiologic triad is a very important tool used by epidemiologists or public health officers to curtail or study the distribution of disease. All right, so let's go into the triad proper. Now, because it's a triad, it simply means that it has three sides, right? So it is triangular in shape. So let's draw a triangle. Okay, so this is what the epidemiologic triad looks like. Now, each of these points has its feature. It stands for something very important. Now, I would like to start with this point here. Now, I would like to name here the agent. The agent. Now, I would like to name this other point the environment. And I would like to name the last point the hosts. Now, these three are the most important parts of epidemiology. If one of these parts is off, then this triad will not be complete. Now, talking about the agent in this case can be the bacteria, viruses, parasites, and so on. So these are the agents that cause the disease. Okay. The next is the environment. Now, the environment is just the place where these agents thrive. It can be the blood. It can also be body fluid and other parts of the body. Okay. Now, let's look at the host now. The host is actually the carrier or the part that harbors the agent. Now, the host can be humans, it can be animals, and in some cases, plants. But we don't really talk about plants in epidemiology. All right. Now, this is actually called the disease triangle. Disease triangle. So this is so these 3 points forms the disease triangle. It's very important. Now, these 3 points are actually connected to each other at different points. Now, this simply means that if I should break any of the chain, I can actually curtail the disease. All right. So if I break this point and there is no connection between the agent and the environment, there will be no disease. If I also break this point, there is no connection between the environment and the host, there will be no disease. Same thing happens if I break this point. There will be no connection between the agent and the host, and so there will be no disease. So basically, what epidemiologists do or public health officers do is that they look for one of the angles or one of the chains connecting them and break. Okay, so if I prevent the agent from getting to the host, there will be no disease. The host will not suffer. If I prevent the environment the agent in the fluid from getting to the host by cutting this chain here, the host will not suffer. Okay, so the whole idea is that epidemiologists just look for a part of the triad. When once they discover the triad, they look for the part of that triad and break out, or they break the connection. When once that is done, then the whole disease will be cut off. Okay, so this is what happens in epidemiological triad, or this is what epidemiological triad is. So thank you and see you in my next video.